folks, so here's the tree we're looking at. You can see there's an enormous amount of lean in it. Now, we're going to turn this lean to back lean, and we're going to drive across because there's a real nice opening right over here to lay it in. And that'll be a good place to work out the tops, pile them up, as well as easy to access the saw logs when they're laying across the road right here. So again, there's probably 40 feet worth of top leaning to the back, and not very much on this side of this tree. So we're going to leave plenty of hinge wood in there, and we'll have our wedges set and ready to go. And I'll probably even go get a big hammer to make driving them a lot easier. So that's kind of what we're looking at, and we got our tools here ready. We're going to stretch the legs on the 500i with the full wrap. This will be, let me see here, we're on tank number 3 on it, and this will be the first time we've had the 362 out since the day it showed up. It did cut a tree over on the job. I've got some video of that. Just on its ride home, it cut a tree down. But anyway, it's the 362 with the wrap also, so kind of neat little saw. But anyway, that's kind of what we're going to be using today. Also have a 391 over here. There's a video up already of us putting the tank guard and the aftermarket spikes on it. So there's that tank guard right there. And so anyway, that's kind of what we're going to be playing with today. So we're going to unload the truck, get it out of the way, and go ahead and get started. That looks good. We can work with that. Right now, we want to take our bar and see if it'll reach all the way through. So let's kind of hold it up here. We want to go pretty low on that big saw yet, and we'll kind of see what it looks like. We may have to cut some sides out. One thing we want to do whenever we cut this tree, we want to be sure that we're pulling exactly backwards. You don't want any side lean when we're trying to do this, because hinge wood will break out. So, all right, so let's go ahead and right through here is where we want it to go. So kind of lay your saw across that thing. Let's see if it'll reach. All right, it's not going to reach. So what we're going to do now is cut 2 pieces out, 2 blocks of wood. So we want to cut it about this height off the, well, yeah, that's about how high we want to cut it, because we're getting a lot of butt swell beyond that. So if we look at that handle on that saw, it sticks down because it's a full wrap. So we want to go a little lower when we cut our block out. So we'll cut it down this far, and the top of the saw handle about this high. So we're going to make 2 cuts right in here this way, and then we'll come back and plunge into them and then remove that wood. And that way we'll do all of our work in the middle of that. So you want to probably come over to this. Well, you got the full wrap. You could do it from that side if it's easier to stand there. Probably easier to stand on this side. You'll have all that root swell to work with. So you can kind of see those marks right there. We'll just cut in, and we want to kind of point it that way, and don't cut too deep. I'll tell you when to stop. Okay. Go ahead and fire that puppy up. She should be ready to go. I'll hold it while you put your ears on. Yeah. down low because I want to use that bottom quadrant right there. And once those rivets right there disappear into the wood, then I'm going to stand up and push. So I'm going to go into the a bar up here. See how deep we have to go on the other side. You gotta put your saw head over here. You gotta see how deep we go to the bar. Kind of walk around this way a little. Yeah, and get down below the same. We'll take that same stuff down both sides. All right, so what we've done here is pull this side out, narrowed it up so the bar sticks through, and it's going to do the same thing right here. All right. That looks real good. Yeah. Come around a little further, though. Stop right there. Yep, right there. Looks good. Right there. You got it. Kind of take the front a little higher. There you go. Yeah. And lay it perfect. That'll work. I mean, you're going to plunge cut that piece out. Got it. All right, guys, I'm going to bring you over here and show you a little bit about what we were talking about. Sorry I left you over there. Here's kind of what we're looking for. Here's our blueprint, we'll call it. And we want a really nice notch in this tree because, again, our wood is really far in the back. So we're going to be sawing something like this. And then we're going to stop enough to where we have room for our handle and our bumper spikes and all that, which I may move it up just a tick. Let's kind of do it about right here and right in here. That way we have room for this wrap handle to set in there. You can see we want to be able to have plenty of room. That bottom one would work, but that upper one will be a little better. So that's what that notch we just cut out was, a pocket for our saw to work. So we're going to probably aim for something like that right there. You guys see where that goes? Then we'll saw it from the bottom down there. Then when we're sawing in, probably even stop about right there. That'll give us a nice, we want a pretty good size bunch of hinge wood, and we'll plunge through. Now when we plunge through, we'll plunge through back in here somewhere so that we don't get our angle off and we go out. We'll have room to work around. And I'll be communicating with him, telling him what that other end needs to do, and he'll be watching for this line right here. All righty, well, let's go ahead and get started. I like to cut the top first. That way when I'm sawing the bottom one, I can look through the line and see when it intersects so I don't have a bypass.
Okay.
So he's gonna bring us up here and cut this one down, then go to the other side and saw up to it. Like I said, and you've seen in other videos, you just watch that line down in there, and when you start seeing the dust cart coming, showing in it, then you know you're right there. So that's what we're gonna do now. Great job.
About right.
That looks great. Good job. A beater. There it is. Good saw. Oh yeah. Alrighty, see here we don't have any bypass wood. Now there's just a touch over here, and I'm going to show you how to fix that. You see how it's just a touch of bypass right here, which on a saw distance that far, that's not a big deal, but we do need to fix it. All right, let me steer your saw for a second. And all we're gonna do is just touch that up a little bit. Okay, so now we have a perfect V right in there, which is exactly what we want. We don't want anything crossing there. Now again, up here, we have a little bit of material there. Not a big deal at all up here. Now, if we had a bunch of crazy extra cuts down here, that's a problem. Up here, no big deal. So now what we're gonna do is go ahead and set up our hinge wood. Now, I'm gonna move to the other side and we'll get started. Alrighty. Let's see, you're gonna be sawing from there. So we're gonna set up right here. Alrighty, so what we're gonna do is plunge cut and try to shoot straight through back here. And that way we still have plenty of room to set up. You don't, oh, you can do it.
No, I'm gonna let you try. I'm gonna let you do that. That's crucial. I want to watch and see where it comes out on the other side.
Okay, all right, sounds good. All right.
I'm having a hard time identifying where the other end of the bar is. I've never run.
It's a little different,
Yeah,
ain't it? A little different. All right. But good cutting over there. That looks really good. That looks really good. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Did you get a shot when it comes through this bit?
Yeah, once we get started, yeah, we get close, folks. We don't want to do. I'm going to move you to the other side because I want you to be able to see what the bar and the center point of our notch looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and start our penetration, then I'm going to look and make sure that we're even with our notch. I felt something I didn't like the feel of. It feels like we might have a hollow spot. We don't have much wood. Alright guys, I want to talk to you a little bit about this. When I was pushing it in, it moved really quick. So I pushed really slow and made note in my mind where it was on the bar when it started cutting again. And it started where it was black. So what I'm going to do is slide the bar in till it comes out. And look right here. That's all the hinge wood I have. Very not cool. We've got a hollow spot in this tree, and I really need to rely on that hinge wood, and I don't have much of it. So the possibility of it breaking through over there is more than I like the sound of. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to ease through this and see if it feels any better over there. You see what I mean? It pushes real easy. Not good. just to explain what's going on, what I don't like is the amount of fiber that we're going to have right there.
Okay.
There's just not much there. And I'm afraid that once we start driving on it and it's holding there and on a wedge, that it could break out. And if it does, it's going to go down that way in the woods. The downside is we're going to be standing right here.